things I endure for my people.
Ambush! Watch yourself! I feel the ancestors guiding me.
The ancestors have forsaken you.
I'm glad you're down here, my friend.
Foolish girl! Our people will never name you that queen.
Destroy that crystal over there. I'll take out the crystal by the door.
The Veiled Queen will lead us.
My sword is thirsty. Do you need a rest?
Why struggle, I? This can only end one way.
Don't want to stay down here any longer than we have to.
Beyond this door lies the ancestral chamber at the very heart of Tenzelwil. If I complete the ritual and receive the ancestors' blessing, the people will finally accept me as King Tamlien's heir.
I serve the Veiled Queen. She is our true leader.
Betrayed your people! True order.
Mercy and civility is for the weak.
Time this ritual. May the ancestors bless us with their wisdom and protection.
The ancestors honor your prayers. May the light of the Eight bless you and guide you.
Let your reign be long and peaceful.
It's finished. Let's get out of this dark place. Follow me.
You risked everything to help me. I won't forget it. You're too modest. Thank you, my brave and noble friend. Until we meet again, wherever the road may take us. Go carefully on the roads, my friend. You're a valuable resource to the Dominion. And me, of course. Of course, my friend. Our little adventure here has brought up a few questions of my own. Worried about them turning like Norian? I don't believe so. Norian was old guard and never very fond of me. Most of the others awaiting us on the road honestly want change.
Outright traitors like Norian we end, no question. The problem is that traitors like Norian are only fanning the flame. If I can't win over my people, the Heritants will be dealing with me instead of the other way round. We have dozens of stops along the road, speaking at farms and holdfasts. My next big event is in Skywatch, I believe. They're throwing a festival, and I'm to make a public appearance with my sister-in-law, Estri. Always. There's no love lost there, no. My brother took the news of my return fairly well, all things considered. I'm not sure his wife has it in her to be as forgiving. She wanted to be queen.
One day, over a drink, you must tell me what happened down there. For now, the Queen's safety is my primary concern. Razum Dar has been investigating threads in the Veiled Heritance plot. We think he's caught a break in Matissan, and he could use some help. Head up there and lend him a hand, will you?
My men and I will try to keep the locals out of the area. There are few things more dangerous than ancestral spirits on a rampage.
This is pleasant. Now we just need to brew up some tea. Here we are. Home sweet sanctum. Let's talk, cohort. Post haste. Welcome to my sanctum sanctorum. I've been meaning to invite you over before now, but something always seemed to come up. Mind the books now. Some of them bite. Well, I started with a simple question. How can we sew up the threads my experiment has frayed? That led me to a metaphor. What if we could create a sort of mystic spool we could attach to the key? Something to help in reweaving my fate line? Spool is a terrible word. Let's not call it that. Perhaps a bobbin? A Xander's arcane bobbin? Ugh. We'll keep working on it. Peerless observation, though. Yes, we create a simple arcano-mystical focus we can use to anchor the threads of fate. Within loyal gubbins, my most recent atronach lies the nascent form of the bobbin. Just need to get it out of there. I've prepped an arcane stencil for you. Retrieve it from the rubbish bin and imbue it with magicka from the font, please. I appreciate you taking on the legwork, cohort. Fashioning the stencil took some considerable effort. Think of this as an opportunity to walk in the well-heeled slippers of a Xander Alcibiades. Well, what name would you have given it? I briefly considered calling it Piffle, but Martina used to call magical instruments gubbins, and I was feeling sentimental. Oh. It acts as reliable help down here. The way things are with the Mages Guild, I try to keep entry and exit to a minimum. Besides, I don't want someone messing up my papers, or having them quit on short notice just because something exploded. Yes, well, I thought I could steward a new Arcanist, and it did not go well. They fail to have either the zeal or intellectual curiosity you do, cohort. Spiffing! Just needs a little magicka to get going. Hold the stencil over the font just there, eh? Peerless! Now, point it at gubbins and gesticulate vigorously. Down goes gubbins. Rummage around in the goop, would you? Ha! One arcane bobbin. Damn. Well, nothing for it. The name's stuck. Let's just get on with this. We've pierced the esoteric veil of reality and forged a tool of our own self-liberation. Who's an amateurish rune scratcher now, Tellinger? Ha! Exceptional! Now, to simply attach it to the Fate Weaver key. And there we are. Dear Martina's methods distilled down and improved by yours truly. Let's find a new round of Frayed Fates and put theory into practice. Just so. With the improved key as a focus, this scrying ritual should be even more effective. It was a stroke of luck I recognized Fathom's drift last time around. Let's away to my inner sanctum and scry. Onward and upward. Good. Now let's find where we're headed. With the bobbin, this should be as easy as a Mage's Guild theorem. Just as before, cohort. Activate the beacons. Somewhere in the Alakir Desert, it seems. Oh, I see. Kozen set. Scrying has provided us direction, focus. Even if I am unexcited about the prospect of returning to the Alakir Desert, I suppose I should have seen this coming at some point. The scrying ritual highlighted the village of Kozenset in the hinterlands of the Alakir Desert. This is somewhat embarrassing. That tiny hamlet is my hometown, where the impressive arcanist before you got his humble start. Well, I introduce myself as Azander Alcibiades, which to another son or daughter of Ruptga means I hail from an island off the coast. It's all a bit of a braggadocio, though. Part of the mystique. Worried? Ha! Hardly. The only things to worry about in Kozenset are getting stung by a scorpion or your lips drying out. Let's make haste, cohort. These fates won't unfray themselves, you know. I'd honestly hoped never to have to return to Kozenset, cohort. Hoped with the incandescent fire of Magnus himself. Ah! A fair question. When I first left home, I was desperate to shake the metaphorical sand from my boots. When someone asked my name in a Sentinel marketplace, I couldn't bear to tell the truth. It's who I am. The book-loving introvert from Kozenset, the young man drawing runes in the sand and dreaming of a wider world. Well, I won't be so dramatic to say he's dead, but he and I have very little in common. Here we are, Kozenset. Let's get searching, eh, cohort? Smell that? This place reeks of camel spit and unrealized potential. Yes and no. My brother and his family still live nearby, but I haven't spoken to them since I left. I was determined to have conversations about anything other than what to feed the camels. It's always some kind of grass, by the by. Let's focus, cohort. Perhaps later we'll have a dram of Gormapple schnapps together and toast the old homestead. For now, we need to find those frayed fates and sew them back into the fabric of reality. I'm not sure that's to my taste, but I bet you'll make it well. We can use this. Ah, there. A thread.
Keeping myself busy here.
I say, you there. Spare a coin for a down on his luck researcher.
There, but for the power of Apocrypha go I. With many of my projects, success and disaster were decided by a handful of coins. Sobering. Another one! I suppose it makes sense there are a few around the place where I was born. You there! Are you on a walkabout as well? Toll Papa protect and keep you on your long journey. Let's talk a moment. Much to discuss from the fates we've seen. Commendable work. But something's not quite right. Let me see the Fate Weaver key a moment. Yes, yes! I'm even more brilliant than I imagined. The bobbin is rattling against the key, straining at its runic bonds. It now acts as a passive frayed fate detector. Incredible! Phenomenal! Superb supposition. The key is indicating, north and east out of town. Perhaps the old ruins. Here, take the key. Let's move. Another thread! I knew it! My Fate Weaver key is amazing! Yes, this feels right. I went off exploring on my own every chance I could. You understand. The entrance to the old ruins are just up this way. I remember it like it was yesterday. Follow me, everyone. You are mine! What in oblivion? It's the fate we saw back at Fathom's Drift. I am not ready to face you. Not yet. After him, cohort! Into the Lost City! These ruins are not extensive. Stay alert for more threats of me. To Apocrypha with you. What are you? Damn it! Quickly! Use the Fate Weaver! I grow ever stronger. Your fates feed me. Soon, I shall surpass even you. That thing wishes to replace me, then? Most disconcerting. We should discuss this outside. Just when I thought we had this experiment under control, an evil reflection threatens to consume my fate and replace me. It's me! Or, well, a frayed version of myself. A version so malevolent and willful that it's thrown everything I thought I knew about this magic into the abyssal seas. An astute observation. The Fate Weaver key was created simply to observe the might-have-beens. This absolutely, categorically should not be happening. If not for you, it might have already killed me. A distressing notion, I must admit. Research. Surely something back at the Sanctum, or perhaps a tome we find in our travels. Either way, I have yet to find a question to which sufficient research does not hold the answer. Besides, I need to stitch gubbins back together. A superlative idea. And look at what we've already accomplished. The Fate Weaver key improved, frayed fate sewn back into my line, and the adversary confronted once again. Here, cohort, your due. With my humble thanks. Spend it judiciously. Cohort, I need to be transparent with you. Not literally, of course. All that line of inquiry led to was some traumatized street children in Sentinel. I can't stop thinking about my adversary, the frayed fate that wants to replace me. My adversary has somehow transcended the limitations of the other frayed fates. It has an awareness of its own existence, agency, and a malign intellect. Perhaps I should have paid more attention to the warning from that Daedra Tim. I want to ignore it and hope it goes away. But what works for toothaches may not hold true for extratemporal phenomena. Let's continue our work on the Fate Weaver Key. To the Skywatch Sanctum! We can scry for frayed fates and gather supplies. In your own time, cohort. The Skywatch Sanctum will be well protected by Gubbins in the meantime. Hopefully he still recalls the proper steeping interval for a cup of Orcrest Rooibos. Ha! That's the mark of a valuable partnership. When researchers are so closely aligned in thought, they're able to finish each other's, precisely. We have worked together long enough now that I feel quite sustained by our companionship. I do my best work at your side these days. Exemplary work, if I do say so myself. Our partnership is the fulcrum we will use to topple this mystery. The adversary is me after a fashion, right? But he does not have access to our intellectual rapport, nor our experience at surviving fierce battles. And so, we shall prevail.
How am I going to make
Back at it again. I was quite pleased with our last outing. Threats to my very existence aside. The Arcane Bobbin, wish we'd come up with a better name. Was a smashing success. My sagacity astonishes me sometimes. Precisely. Each time, our expertise with this particular bit of metamagic improves. The connection between the Fate Weaver Key and choices along my fate line grows stronger. My hope is to find multiple fate sites this go-around. Gubbins has prepared the inner sanctum for us. Let's head inside. Stonefalls, Mullabal Tor, and the Dwemer Ruin? Fascinating! Another set of frayed fates. Here's hoping they're a bit more luminous than those in Cozin's set. I believe we should start with Stonefalls. Well, as we learned in Cozin's set, frayed fates are most likely to appear at locales where I spent a considerable amount of time. That said, I'm not quite sure what I did in Stonefalls. Oh, Mora's many eyes. Damn it! Nothing wrong, per se. But I just remembered what I did in Stonefalls that might have resulted in weighty choices made. I was just starting out as a field researcher, still coming into my power as an arcanist. My inquiries were misguided. I chucked half a firkin of moon sugar and stayed awake for 4 days reading the sermons of Vivek. At the time, I hoped to gain some new insights into ancient magics. In any case, we know where to go. Onward and upward, to Ebonheart! I recall disliking my time in Stonefalls, but I'm having difficulty remembering why. I suppose that's moon sugar for you. Let's head to Ebonheart. I know I began my time in the region there, so it's at least a place to start. Indeed. Mullabal Tor most likely will see us going to the Ayleid ruins of Elias. I've spent a stultifying season there studying the wells that typify such locales. I'm less sure about the Dwemer ruin. I've studied dozens of their constructs. Well, anywhere as defined by the ancestral homeland of the Deep Elves, the region called Morrowind, or anywhere along the north-northwest arm of their post-First Council diaspora. But you were speaking colloquially. Apologies.
Over here.
Somewhere else. Make way, please. Winnie and I are eager to be gone. Plague. Stay away if you value your life. A dozen people afflicted over the last week. Hendil has been tending to the ill in Annenway's barn. He's just the town alchemist, no formal healer training. You want to risk your life? Be my guest. Winnie and I are bound for Skywatch.
My men are here to ensure order, madam. You approved Hendil's contract
Hendil
yourself.
First proposed this, I had no idea things would get so bad.
And your security is my concern. Stay with your family. Keep them healthy.
I'm collecting letters. We give them to the guards to pass to family in quarantine. Deliver any for you? Oh, of course, sorry. My younger sister is in there. Has been for almost a week. I just hope my letters cheer her up a bit. Oh no. Only Hendil and Amor go down there, really. The guards go inside sometimes to leave food and my letters, but they don't go much past the entrance. They won't let anyone else go in there. Thanks. Me too. I'm off to collect more letters. Stars protect you, friend.
Quickly! This is the last of the salve, sir. I hope it's enough. We can get more later. Hurry! Yes, just like that. Apply the salve.
Please don't let me die.
She's alive. That's all that matters. Take her to quarantine. Hear about the plague? It's really catching on. Sorry, this is about my 4th day without sleep. Are you feeling well? Can I help you? Not long. My son was its first victim, bless his heart. I'm not really a healer, just the town alchemist. But I couldn't just sit by and watch people suffer. Sallowweed aloe. It seems to hold back the illness for a time. I apply it to my patients as soon as they show symptoms. If their condition worsens, though, we put them in quarantine. Actually, we just ran out of sallowweed. A big patch grows just outside of town. Will you gather some? Amor's already got the next batch of salve prepped. Just need the sap to get back to work. Sallowweed's pretty potent stuff. Gathering it should be safe enough. As long as you don't eat it, you'll be fine. I think. Fair used to be a mining town. The workings are still down there. After folks started to get sick, we wanted to keep the worst away from the uninfected. So we put them in quarantine down below. No, not at all. Amor and I go down regularly to care for them. We set up a contract with the mercenaries to keep everyone safe. This'll all turn out fine in the end.
Need to see this woman. No time to talk.
Shh, quiet. I'm just pretending to be sick so I can be with my husband. They put him in quarantine last week. I'm so worried about him. Don't tell anyone.
I heard what you did at the guard, Traveler. Auriel, keep you safe. Look, they don't need help from outsiders right now. My men can handle this. These folks have enough trouble tending to their own. Don't need you getting sick too.
Formalities ended. Now, to relax.
I've little time for talk.
Ah, you're back. Good. Sorry, just trying to stay on my feet. Wonderful. I'll have Amor make up another batch of aloe straight away. I hope it wasn't any trouble for you. Oh, they did? That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm sorry, my mind is drifting. Very tired. Some of the local farm workers must have been touched by the plague. I'll send Amor and some of the mercenaries to treat them. Thank you for telling me. Yes, actually. If you could pass out the aloe to some of the villagers, I'll be able to send Amor to treat those farmhands straight away. New patients popping up every day.
Let's see. Have my list here. Nelulin, who should be out fixing the sheds about now. Yerel, no doubt hiding in his home. And Arnenway. She owns this farm, probably just outside the barn here. Those are the next victims on the list.
I'll make the new batch right away, sir.
Shh, quiet.
Make this batch extra potent, Amor.
It's ready, sir. I put an extra dose in. Here you go. Need to see this woman.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey there. I'm sick? Stars. I suppose it was only a matter of time. It is my barn, after all. Thank you. Here I thought my biggest problem was keeping the farm. Now I'm worried about catching the plague. The stars move, I suppose.
You sick? No? Then get out of here.
This plague is a scourge from the mongrels, I just know it. They're nothing but reservoirs of disease and mange.
What are you doing in my home? Don't you know who I am? It's about time. My family helped to found this stars-forsaken town. You'd think I'd be one of the first to get treated. You've done what you came to do. Get out and don't dawdle. Bad enough I have to deal with these dirt farmers. Now I'm dealing with their diseases, too?
Sorry, friend. This area's off limits.
Why isn't High Kin Lord Rilis or our new queen doing anything about this plague? Never would have happened in the old days.
Sorry, help you? I've got a lot of work to do around here. Sarv? What? Does that mean I've got the plague? Stars above. A mother won't be able to bear this. Hendil's done so much for this town, all I can do is trust him. Wish this wasn't happening to me, though. My mother, Velatos. She's at her home nearby, waiting for word about my brother. He's down in the cave, waiting for Hendil to come up with a cure. It'll be all right. Thank you. I suppose I should be grateful I have the salve. Hendil's son succumbed so quickly. Stars damn this plague. My brother, Ewalion, was one of the first to fall to the plague. Hendil was so kind, talking to Mother, explaining things. Ewell's been in quarantine for days now with no word. She's beside herself. Now, with me having to take the salve, damn it. Feel the exits. We must be cautious. Everything's going to be fine. We're just very worried about the poor victims in the mine. Does everyone have their salve? In some cases, I'm taking a preventative stance. Hopefully that will stop the spread of the disease. The gods thank you, as do I.
Shh, quiet. There's just something not right about this. Everyone in town is so grateful to Hendil. But I don't trust him, or that little toad on Moor. My youngest son's been down there for a week. Why? No, I don't. I think he's hiding something. Those mercenaries? They guard his house night and day. Please, I know you have no reason to trust me, but at least look. It's my son. I'll meet you at my home when you're done. I live just behind Hendil. And I know you must think I'm mad, but I can feel it. This is all wrong. I know. I can't explain it, but the last few days it seems like people don't become sick until after Hendil gives them the salve. Or perhaps I'm just reading too much into this. Either way. They took him. They took Nelulin. Now both of my boys are locked away. What's he hiding? I'm not sure I understand all of this, but I was right. This plague, or whatever you want to call it, is all his fault. No idea, but it's clear. Whatever's going on has to be stopped. Please, I know you barely know me, but my sons are all I have. I don't know if I could go on, if they were to... Yes, and to do that you'll need to get past the mercenaries. The unsmiling thugs at the door won't give me the time of day. Maybe one of the others could be convinced to help you? Or maybe a disguise? I don't know.
Quite the busybody about town, aren't you? It depends on what you want to know. I'll tell you, you mentioned quarantine. To say the truth, my coin purse isn't feeling all that well. That it is. Your best bet is to grab one of our uniforms from the cabinet in the bunkhouse. Anyone up there sure to be sacked out, won't notice a thing. Just don't tell him I sent you.
We're here for your protection. If you're not sick, get out of here. Are you crazy? Look, there's no way anyone without a pass can get in there. One of these expensive, irreplaceable passes. And they care about you even less than I do. Get out of here.